elves. Based on finesse. They like the passing game. Not as much as pros, but they're still quick.
Come on, guys, together! The attacker has an assist. Oh, awesome.
This player likes to be well assisted in fight.
Oh, god damn it. I just did that whole first couple of turns announcing, and none of that. I had the mute button on. Oh, epic fail. What's up, Stolzy? Stolzy in the chat. So basically, what have you missed if you're just jumping in now? We had soaped up mute guy, a league icon, killed and then resuscitated by the apothecary. We're in week 15 here. I'm sorry, week 5 of season 15 here. MML Pros. ATX Longhorns are hosting the Dark Elves. I'm sorry, ATX Longhorns, the Dark Elves are the home team. They are hosting the High Wings of Hope, who are a high elf team coached by former MML champion the Stu176. DM00 is the coach for the ATX Longhorns. The ATX Longhorns coming off an upset of the Hopeless Necromantics last week. 1-0-3 is their record. 1 win, 0 draws, 3 losses. I don't remember Cloud Zombie shout out to Cloud Zombie, by the way, in the chat. I do not remember who actually killed him, but the apothecary revived him. So we can actually, you know what? Let's do this, because we have the power of rewind is awesome. Oh, there you go. So we're just going to put it here, and then because we can actually just rewind so you can see it real fast again, and because Cabal Vision allows me to then like kind of we don't have to wait for the coaches to make their decision, so we'll catch up right away. And there you go. Oh, it was the witch. That's who it was. Nasty swing up kick. There you go. And there it is again. For those of you that didn't see it last time, apothecary came out, solved the problem. And then basically the high elves realize, uh-oh, this is real. These dark elves are not too worried about us scoring early. And it looks like the high wings are not trying to push it too fast. They're going to take switch and run him back out of range so nobody could touch him. Yeah, what a hit indeed. That was worth rewinding for. Little punchy punch action. Another thing I was saying was the key to the victory of the ATX Longhorns last week and their upset was those loners were amazing. They really did the job. A lot of times loners are unreliable and don't come through, but they made every dodge, made every hit, no problem at all. ATX is full of a bunch of the population in ATX loves their Blood Bowl. They're always running around talking about going to win state or going to win the championship. And they always have a litany of people. Like if they need players, they put out the call on the town, and people show up in droves just trying to try out for their Longthorns and get the chance to hit on field. They love it, and those loners really came through, and it seems like they're coming through today. And it looks like the Longthorns are, going after high value targets, while the High Wings seem to be trying to neutralize those loners, and the loners' armor and general constitution holding up. Almost a slip there by Evil Knievel, who tries to keep a body on Richie Rich, who is making his debut in this game. I don't know if I was on mute when I said that, but this is his first game. All of my stats, by the way, are easily at my fingertips here as I use bb2leaguemanager.com. That's bb2leaguemanager.com, no spaces. And that site is run by the MML's own Don Eagle. It's an awesome site. You can just look up all kinds of stuff on here, like the standings. Also, if, for instance, I wanted to know what the name of this stadium is where the ATX Longhorns are hosting the High Wings, and I can see that it is called the Texas Heat. It is a level 1 crappy stadium. There's not much money put into the stadium. I guess the crowd likes it like that. It's gritty, it's real. You can tell against like high elves, they don't like playing in crappy stadiums. They like their fancy stadiums with a lot of money put into it. They're fancy. So let's go back to the action. There you go. The High Wings continue to put people down the field. I think I already said shout out to Blue Max. In case I did not, what's up, Blue Max? You got Joe Fro in the chat as well, screaming "Go High Wings!" Wow, and chanting "Soap, soap, soap." So the surprising High Wings fan continues to cheer on the High Wings this week. I thought that was a one-time thing from last week, but who knew? And while we are now caught up into real time, I know we backed up Oh, look at that. He's going to go. Switch can do this. This is what happens when you have a thrower with such high agility 6 thrower. And he, so it would have been an interception. You can see the die roll, but safe throw kicked in. So basically what happens is Switch goes to throw the ball, sees Kurt, it's either Kendra or Nendra, probably Nendra. He sees this threat right here. One of these elves were about to intercept this ball. And Switch pulls the ball in, holds onto it, does not end up passing it, but now it kind of puts the High Wings in a predicament because Switch is kind of out there and they need to protect him, and that is not going to help matters. Ooh. So Joe Fro says he's always been a Stu fan since Stu is cheering for him. And Asia's going to run back. Asia's not a really skilled lineman, but definite big pain in the ass and can be an obstructionist when you're trying to get the ball or do things to these High Wings. He single-handedly disrupted a very favorable pitch invasion to the Homeless Necromantics last week by refusing to go down. It took like 8 blocks from different Necromantics who just got obsessed with that and then were never able to take advantage of the very favorable pitch invasion, which knocked down all but 2 of the High Wings.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
All right, I promised the coaches I would send link invites to the party so we could mic up with them while they're on the sidelines. But I kind of don't want to pull away from this action. Yeah, Clown Zombie, definitely safe throw. Is so good. Andy Von Cook saying stories were true. I'm not sure what he's referencing. Oh, the stories about Joe Furrow and Stu Furrow, the love child. About Stu Furrow, the love child. Definitely Joe Furrow's favorite illegitimate son, Stu Furrow, the love child. I want to send these party invites to the coaches, but I really this is a critical point in the action right now, and I really don't want to pull away to another screen. Look at that. The ones are in full effect. Wow, double skulls. So Woodson dodges out, runs up to make a hit on the unprotected Switch. This should have been a pretty easy hit. I mean, yeah, this Switch does not have the block skills, so I was expecting this ball to be loosed up, and Joe Furrow in the stand saying, woohoo, toasting his beers to all around. Joe Furrow reminding people that, yeah, safe throw's great except when facing long legs, very long legs. Joe Furrow, big fan of Switch, saying he's just amazing. Switch was not having it. Woodson overextended his reach to get there. Went to strip that ball. Switch turned around and punched him in the face. Surprise! That's what we call. He switched it up on him. All right. Now's a good time to invite the coaches. Sorry for the break of the action real quick. I'm going to invite both coaches to the chat so that if they want to, they can. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, God damn it. Sorry. Alright, sorry. You know what? That's the great power of rewind. I'll just rewind anything we missed. If I come back and they're celebrating a touchdown, it'll be a little anticlimactic, but we'll get it in. Trying to remember where the space in the stew is. Is it before the 176? I think it is, right? The stew 176. There it is. Boom. Done. Invite sent to both coaches. Oh, damn it. That's what I predicted. Oh, we missed Richie Rich's first touchdown. Jofro, you like the puns. I got a lot of puns. So we'll see the cheerleaders dance and dance and celebrate and dance. I will rewind that. Looks like the Highlands were forced. What's up, Stu? Big touchdown, and we missed it while I was inviting you, so I'm going to back it up and rewind so the people can see how that went down. It looks like I rewound it way too much, but it's okay. They can watch that. So these players went. What turn is it that you're looking at, Stu? Because I accidentally.
Turn 4? Yeah, it's going to be turn 4 of
yeah, so I'll let people just watch this whole sequence again because I don't want them to miss. It doesn't matter. It's we don't have to. There wasn't a. When you take out the coach thinking, it goes really, really fast. So while you guys are setting up and everything, I'll let people really watch how all this went down. Were you how was your sideline feeling now with the almost death or the momentary death of soaped up mute guy? I mean, definitely dodged the bullet there, huh?
Feels bad.
Are your players a little tentative about marking up their players now or making too much contact now that your Apo has used up all his equipment and that was such a near miss?
I mean, to quote a known elf coach, players can be replaced, wins cannot.
That is res. It's absolutely true. Jofro in the chat, in the stands, cheering you on. He says, "Aha, très bien, le stu est là."
Thank you, Jofro.
Is that a complete sentence? That last part, le stu est là.
Well,
la what
replaces the.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he said the stew is there, but he said le stew is there in French.
Yeah, the stew is there. La is there. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking Spanish. La, like la being the. La what? The stew is there. He is. Yeah. Andy Von Cook says because we missed the Richie Rich touchdown. Richie Rich this is his debut game, right?
Yeah, it's his first game. He has some big shoes to replace because I had to unfortunately release my Strength 4 Mighty Blow catcher with the injury he got last game. So
what was the injury again?
It was another niggle. So he was double niggle, and I cannot keep a 190k value player with 2 niggles.
Right. And there's the double. There's the failed go for it initially, reroll, burnt, and then Woodson with the double skulls. That's what led to this touchdown that you guys are watching now on your screen. By the way, as Stu is giving us the. How did you come up with Richie Rich, the name?
I don't know. To be fair, I have a naming convention that I'm trying to keep up with my team, where the first letter of most of my players should end with the acronym "SOAP is great." But with early departures of my team, so if you look, there's my thrower that is Switch, then there's Obscenity, then there's Asia somewhere, and there's Pristine, which is the other thrower. So that brings it to Soap, and then there's Illegal. There's Soaped Up Mute Guy for Is.
Right.
I have someone Grandiose, the kicker. And now I have Richie Rich that made it for the ARB because I lost the rodeo at one point.
Nice.
And
I did not know that was a naming convention. 3. You guys heard it here first. That's pretty awesome.
But yeah, it's hard to keep because when you want to bring in a player, you want to bring him for his skills mostly. Well, I'm looking at the skills before the name when I'm searching in down there in the farm for some talent players, and sadly a lot of coaches in the farm, when it comes to high elves, they give them the generated name of Silverman and things like that, and you're like, okay, screw that, I want that Strength 4 guy, so let's deal with it.
I've definitely been there. My naming convention is not really, it started out great, but now there's only a few players that still stick by it.
So yeah. So now I was thinking, last game I hit the cap of I had 160 or 170 gold, and I had to fire the catcher. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Catchers level up fast. Let's just bring a new one in and see how it goes.
I love the power of the replay here, by the way, because I replayed all the way back to turn 2, right after Richie Rich scored that touchdown, and as Andy Von Cook said, blink and you miss it, and we got to see all that action again, and we're almost caught up, especially after the perfect defense was held, which allowed the high wings to reposition themselves. So again, now the high wings in a defensive position, and it's time for the Dark Elves to run downfield and try to tie this up, maybe 2-1 grind them. Josiah Frost in the chat saying, c'est vrai! Free soap! Perfect defense, like the perfect high wings. What is this Jofro and Stu love that's going on here?
I mean, at one point, Jofro understood that if you want to fanboy someone, might as well fanboy the right and the good coaches in the MML.
Not
so
the Spawn.
He came to me. Yeah, no, Spawn is the fake legend.
That's what you're saying.
It's just that, you know.
Ooh, you may have just lost them again, though. Just by saying that, you may have just lost them again.
I know. But, I mean, Jofro is a nice guy, and we all love him, and when you have, like, whatever problems in your life or anything, he's always there listening to you, and he's the first one to step up and say, oh, you want to talk about it, and I'm always there for you. And with what happened to me lately, he's been there, and he's a nice person. So he decided that we're going to go through a good terms for the time that I go through my griefing, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come back to
then you're back to hate.
Because I mean, love is all pretty and everything, but you know.
So Joe Furrow says that you are allowed to have your interesting opinion about the legendary Spawn, so you guys can still get along.
Yeah. So by the way, did you send an invite to DM Double? Because I was chatting with him with the in-game chat before you sent me the invite.
I did. I can resend it to him though again. We'll throw him another one.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
I don't know why. Maybe he didn't realize. Maybe he didn't realize. Maybe he's still talking to you in the other party, and he just doesn't realize you're gone. He's like, man, Stu sure did get quiet.
I'm kind of nice. At one point, so I did tell him that I was leaving before I left.
That's weird. Then why is he not in? I'll re-invite him. Hold on a second. If you're watching again, I can always rewind. DM00 is right there. Yep. I sent him a second invite.
Ooh, that's tasty.
Uh-oh. That is not good. So, and I hope that me sending him the invite didn't have anything to do with that, but I think I sent it right after he ran out of time. So I rewound a little bit. We see the Dark Elves run up the left sideline. We see the blitz. And Joe Fro says he's always been a massive Stu fan. Stu for season 15 champ. That's what he says. You see this little
Can't say. I think he's right. Hey, it's been 10 seasons. I'm due.
Well, you've already got yours. You got yours in season 5, right?
That's what I said. I'm due. It's 10 seasons. That's long.
Joe Fro says he can't see you being bothered by the sideline nonsense. I don't know what that really means. Okay, so you think he ran out of time is what you're saying?
Pretty sure.
Oh, because he never picked the ball up.
No, he didn't.
That's bad. That is bad. That witch elf never moved. I wonder what happened with that. Ooh, there's a KO. You haven't seen many removals. Sometimes these elf games get really nasty and bloody, but haven't seen many removals. Finally, one of these loaders gets knocked out.
I've seen some nasty... I've seen a nasty punch not long ago.
Andy says that at this rate, you guys keep getting along in this way, Stufro's going to end up with another illegitimate brother. Ooh.
Who knows? Maybe. Scoring position, scoring position. I can also send. No, he's just gonna get his ass kicked.
So that really hurts. Him not picking that ball up really hurts.
I hope it does.
I hope he didn't get the timer jump. Well, you don't. I mean, you don't want somebody to run out of time just because of something out of their control, and then you get like a. You know what I mean? Like that just kind of sours the win.
No, a win's a win. I'll take it.
Wow. Yeah, well, you may feel that way. I don't know.
Haven't been into the playoffs since they're in the pros. I'm gonna take what I can.
Jeez. That's no way to win, though.
I know.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't
get to the ball.
It puts you in a weird position where you're like, well, now do I let up to even this out because I feel kind of bad? But you're like, no, I don't want to do that. But
I mean, you're as well aware as I am that in Blood Bowl, sadly, whenever you get some sort of gift, you have to take it because it's going to turn so fast sometimes.
So this is interesting, though. He hasn't moved yet now, and we're almost 30 seconds in. Oh, there he goes. So I didn't know if it was like, did he like lose control, get disconnected, or what? Like, but it looks like he's playing now because oh, soaped up mute guy's gonna have his armor broken for the second time in the game, and this time it's just a stun. The crowd got quiet. Man, they are picking on him. They do not like him.
I put him in contact. I mean, no one really likes the one turner, right?
No, they don't.
I think we're gonna. Oh no.
Longthorns are fighting through some adversity here. A failed go for it, followed by double skulls, leads to an easy high wing score. Pretty easy high wing score that where we expected that ball to get taken away, and
I hope he
then
doesn't fail anything.
timer runs out here. And all of a sudden he's in danger, but he's not that worried about it because elves can do elfy things like this. And Evil Knievel picks up the ball pretty easily. And they'll throw it or just hand it over to Bloody Thorn. He's going to hand it to Bloody Thorn. Now she's got to figure out how to protect herself, what to do with this ball. None of these elves have the sure hands ability. Yeah, so there's going to be no stalling here. It's just going to be,
Is he going to fail it?
This is not communist Russia, and there is no stalling.
Good touchdown.
Woodson in there. And maybe he'll join now. I don't know. That is strange that he isn't cut over to the party.
Well, this guy's only one SPP from leveling. I've been so caught up in Magic Online lately that I didn't look at my team, I didn't do my homework or nothing for this game, which I usually do.
Yeah, if you did your homework, you would have seen a bunch of Strength 4 elves, which is damn scary. I didn't catch the game with High Wings versus the Divas last week, the Disco Divas. Was that the problem then too? Just too much strength?
Well, when you're elves, strength never is that much of a problem. Because, I mean, I'm just going to dodge out. It's just that the Divas, not only they have strength, they have tackle a lot. They have a lot of tackle. I have 2 tackle pieces on my team. I have Obscenity and I have Fisticuff. That's all. So it's not
Right.
too complicated to play around it when, even with good positioning, with some sort of decent elfing coaching, you can play around 2 tackle. But like this guy here, he has 1, he has 2, he has a 3rd one somewhere, and
Right.
he has that other one that is KO'd on the side. So he has 4 tackle, and
Right.
like 4 tackle against an orc team is okay. You can kind of play around it because most of the time the black orcs are too slow to catch up and stuff like that. But with elves that have a lot of tackle, that's a different game. I mean, you can't really run away from them because they're gonna catch up to you.
Right. Especially
So,
especially high wing or high elves on high elves. So that was my next question. Do you think that the high wings are really an elf team that is built to deal with non-elves like bashing people, and then will run into trouble when they're facing other elves or rats?
most of the time I built my elves to be able to, if you're not putting the guy down, you're in big problem. Because he's going to go where he wants. I put sidestep pretty much on almost all my players. I have blodge everywhere. So for me, if you don't put him down, if you don't roll the POW, or if you don't have tackle and roll the defender stumbles, and you don't put him down, you're in trouble. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to go where I want to go, and you won't be able to stop me, pretty much.
So you're saying all races you can handle?
So for me, it's easier to handle a bashy team, a slow team, than a fast team. For me, it's the fast, because I can't outrun. If I can't outrun you, I'm not gonna win.
And that is that's a good a nice little preview there too. As our fellow conference coach joins us, Stumpin' Junk, our Skaven coach, comes into the chat, and he's here in that too, so that bodes well for him. The High Wings have some trouble for speed. You guys haven't met yet this year, right?
Not this season.
Not yet.
So that's awesome on the horizon. You guys are the 2 top teams right now in the play pool, and we'll see where that goes. Also tonight, if you guys are watching this and are interested in continuing the F4 Dungeon West action. Ooh! As the ball is kicked off now, all of a sudden the fans just run out of the stands and run across the field, knocking over Dogian Rololoff, and Obscenity is knocked to the ground, also stunned, as well as the assassin for the Dark Elves, and that's Desperado. Those 3 players are knocked to the ground. Oh, and also, let's not forget, Nendrir is knocked to the ground. So 4 total players knocked to the ground and stunned. How will this affect the Oh, I didn't even realize there's another guy stunned back there. That's VU, Verwithiel Undumio. By the way, let me switch to the offensive side of the camera. He's laying down too. So that's 5 total players. 3 for the High Wings are down, 2 for the Dark Elves. Stu does not like that.
Yeah, usually when you see an invasion like this, somebody's going after the witch elves, but I guess they were protecting them this time.
Oh, you're saying you're yeah, exactly. They didn't knock over the witch elves, and in all the commotion, some people try to take advantage and get handsy with them.
Yeah.
Not today. And we're going to see Fisticuff come in and try to live up to his name. He's going to give that loner some fisticuffs. And I was saying earlier before both of you joined that the loners for ATX have been key in their success. I mean, the quality of loners that they get, they tend to take punches well. They don't fail a lot of their dodges. It's just there's a good stock in ATX ready to play some Blood Bowl. So the ball is picked up by Pristine, who throws it over to Switch, who's going to move it backwards and start to survey his receivers and see who opens up. After this game, of course, you can look forward to me and Stuffin' Junk going at it. I think the Hopeless Necromantics are the home team, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, good to go. So there will be no stupid wizard shop today. But
I don't play with the wizard, man. I prefer to protect the gutter runners. I got the sandwich stand.
Yeah, true. Even yeah, you may still have the opportunity for a wizard, as the rats will have a ton of inducements. So we may be seeing a wizard, but no wizard stand.
I think it's 490.
So yeah, good 490k in that's just in petty cash. So I was kind of looking through, wondering what you might add. I mean, either way, there's nothing I can do about it, so I didn't ponder it too much. But nice, Joe Fro in the chat saying he'd love to see the Necromantics versus Ratlings. Joe Fro, if you're going to stay up for the game, we would love announcers. So it's going to go right after this.
Come on, Joe Fro, you don't need sleep.
He said, yeah, Saturday I probably need to sleep after this. Damn it. I missed that part. I only see the messages I want to see, Joe Fro. And that's where you stay and announce. I want some of this love that you give to the stew. Why don't I get that kind of love? Like Andy said, there's definitely gonna be an illegitimate stew for a love child brother coming out in the story soon.
It's my love. It took me 10 seasons to get it. I ain't giving it back.
The Dark Elves now lining up their defense, trying to stop a surgical strike from the High Wings led by Switch.
Yeah, if you watch the replay, I tried to boost his stats a bit. That's why I did that 3+ pass long bomb.
Are you trying to go after that record?
I'm trying.
It's almost impossible.
But I have the feeling, though, I might be completely wrong. Correct me if I am. But I have the feeling that that record was set, like, was it in meters or not back then?
Yeah, it was meters.
It was meters? Okay.
Why? Is it something different now? It's still meters.
Well, I don't know. I had the impression that it was yards before.
No, it's never been yards. People may have misstated it as yards, but it's always, this game is in meters. You can see that's the 4 meter mark, 8 meter, 12, 18, yeah. It's all meters.
Okay.
French people made this game. It's meters. How do you say meters in French? Mètre?
Mètre.
Mètre. More Shot says it's just units. There's so many Blood Bowl After Dark inappropriate jokes I can make to that. More Shots. Why do you have to... I try to be good. Yes, elves do like to talk about their units. If this field is going to be measured in units, I may add a special graphic. My special laser pointer. And it's right here, and you go here, and then here, and here. And then here comes the pass, which shoots all the way over there into the loving arms of that receiver who scores.
That's the plan.
So, High Wings setting up. Does not look like they're very concerned about scoring this turn, even if it's given to them. But they are freeing up. Well, no, they're unable to knock the loner down. Told you, these loners for the Dark Elves are tough. Unable to free up Richie Rich. So you're saying for you, you're guessing stuff that Stu will take the score this turn. If he's glad to get into a shootout, there'll be no stalling or waiting until turn 8.
Yeah, he could. I personally have always followed the logic of just score, because the more you delay, the more terrible things happen to your team.
It's true, especially with his catchers. Stu's got his catchers exposed out there, and something tells me Stu would love to get Richie Rich as many SPP as he could, as quickly as possible.
Indeed, one more touchdown and he levels up.
Yeah, in one game. That's how quickly elf catchers do it. Joe Fro says whatever you do, whatever Stu does will be the correct choice, and that's it. It looks like Stu's he's setting up. Switch pulls up on the right side, and he's not gonna make the throw. He's just like he's going full hammer. You can't touch this. Wow, Stu managed to maneuver his players, so it does look like Switch is able to run up that right sideline untouched and unattainable. Oh, unless ATX wants to do some crazy shit with the loners.
He could get to it if he wants.
Yeah, or take some chances with Ninja. Right. Yeah, Jim Sardonic in the chat.
Illegal there may be about to face a knife. Oh,
he's
wait, no.
probably gonna face it. No.
It's not Jofro, it's Ale with a Z, I think, right? He wrote A-L-L-E-R. A-L-L-E-R. Ale, high winds.
Yeah, because you have to conjugate it correctly, and since it's like
Silent
plural,
Z's and whatnot.
yeah, like how can I say it? When you say you in plural in French, it's vous, V-O-U-S.
Right.
And basically, when you want to say allez, it's kind of like if you said you go, but without saying the you before.
Right.
So you have to conjugate it in plural form, and it gives allez instead of whatever other form you want to give it.
Oh, so even if you're cheering for one guy, let's say in a boxing match, would you then say aller?
Yeah, you could.
And that would be technically correct. Because it would technically be incorrect to say aller.
French. I don't know for
That's
Spanish, but
correct.
it's a Latin language, so I'm pretty sure you have some complex conjugation in Spanish too.
Yep.
So depending of the verb tense, verb whatever, I don't know in English how you say it, but way you conjugate it.
Joe Fro says aller, let's do. So now
see,
it's
whenever you add aller the stew, it's gonna work. You can say it the way you want. It's gonna work.
Well, you say aller with the R. Aller, let's do. Actually, it wouldn't even pronounce. You don't pronounce the R when it's the last letter, right?
Well,
it would be still aller, right?
Well, yeah, it would be aller.
Aller. Okay. So whether it's with the Z or the R, it's pronounced the same exact way. Aller.
Pretty much.
You see, you guys, Blood Bowl After Dark is not just dead hookers and cocaine, okay? It's you're gonna learn some other languages. We educate ourselves. I mean, yeah, you don't want to give up the dead hookers and cocaine. That's kind of like our sweet spot there, pun intended. But we learn Romance languages as well. And here comes the boom. Ninja doesn't get it done at first, but going after obscenity. And that actually, he chooses to push.
Mute guy.
Yeah, push mute guy free, and now he's in range. Wow. I kind of lost who was punching who for a minute, and now I understand. I thought for a second that was the Dark Elves punching. It's not. My bad. So mute guy's now in range, and Stu's not playing with that. Dark Elves thought they had stuff covered. And
Mute
this
guy's a lot like Deaf Guy. There's no coverage to contain him.
Yeah, you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him for like a little bit. No, Jim said, Jim my pal. Jim sardonic. And there we go, another touchdown. I know,
it's
Jim
more
my
but it's okay.
Joe Fro corrected him. And Jim said that's all I got.
Joe Fro is a very educated man.
He is. He speaks.
He knows
Rumors
his
are he
French.
speaks Aramaic.
He probably speaks like 15 languages, and we're not too aware of it. Like when he
Including
does those
Braille.
those LARP sessions, he probably has to invent some language. So he probably even speak like those Star Trek language and things like that.
I don't know what tabernacle is, but that sounds like an obscure language. Jofro says, you're not that far off. You speak a lot of languages?
I don't speak a lot. I only speak 2. Speak French and English. The only important language when you're Canadian.
True. True. Well, there's a lot of Spanish speakers in your country as well.
I must admit that there's a lot of Spanish coming in.
Yeah.
More and more.
Coming in, taking your jobs, huh?
We kind of need people to pick the vegetables and those things, you know?
Super racist. Super racist.
It's super racist, but the sad part is it's kind of true, unfortunately. When I was a little bit younger, I was living in a town like more rural than Montreal, and I rented an apartment. It was a 4.5 on the 2nd floor, and in the building there was another 4.5 and a like 6.5 on the 1st floor or something like that. And the whole building was like Mexican people, and every single like morning around 2 or 3, they were all going outside. There was a little bus coming up, picking them all up and bringing them back like very late at the end of the day. I don't know how those people do to work that much. I mean, I work 7 hours and I'm burned.
Well, they don't have options, and they come over here and, you know, and they put in a lot of work, man. It's
yeah.
It is amusing to me when I hear. I'm not gonna get into politics too much, but it is amusing when I hear like people are coming over and taking jobs. Like, which jobs are you talking about? The ones that I don't think everybody's clamoring over the jobs that people are taking. They're taking the ones that are open for a reason.
Oh yeah, there's no one over here that wants those jobs. So I mean, if they want it, I'm happy for them to do it. To be fair, and if they want to be doctor, they could be doctor. I don't mind. They can do whatever they want if they know how to do it. Because I tell you, some of those, like, whatever nationality people are, when they know how to do something and they're available to do it for us, I'm open for it.
Yeah, it's good.
Because I can
philosophy.
tell you, here in Canada, we have some doctors that are Canadian, and believe me, they're not good at all compared to some of those Asian or any other nationality that are doctors. Crazy.
Oh, wait.
And then the government tells them, no, you don't have the requirements to practice.
Yeah, no, you should go clean a house. Go clean a house.
Like,
don't do that.
Go drive a taxi.
Right.
No, he's good at what he's doing. Why you say that?
Yeah.
Anyways, Blood Bowl.
While you've been talking, the Dark Elves are exacting some revenge. Rololoth got stabbed by an assassin, and who was it that just got with a pristine the thrower? I mean, not like you really need him, but
he's my 3rd reroll.
Oh, true. I forgot about that. Good
But
call.
he's always on the line of scrimmage, so.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm surprised you would put him on the line with the leader, but I guess you got too much to lose with the other ones.
But
That's the thing with high elves, right?
Or it's kicker.
And that's what I'll say when I play.
as
You know, I
soon as-
play a lot of high elves in the sea ladder, like a lot. And I tell people the backbone of high elves is the linemen. You gotta have them, because if not, you end up with a bunch of highly specialized.
I hope she fails the GFI and she kills herself.
And she does fail the GFI, but he's got a reroll, so he figured, screw it.
I'm good. Let's hug it up.
No, yeah, not that she's fine.
It's sad that I don't have another turn. I can foul the shit out of her.
I know she's
If there's
died
one
once
thing-
this season already.
I think she got like niggling injury not long ago because I was talking to DM Double and he was like, she only has movement down. I'm like, no, I'm looking at her right now and she has a niggle. It's like, oh yeah, she does.
She took that against the Ratlings this season.
Oh, doing the league a favor. Yeah, I found it almost impossible to handle this team last week. All the strength on the team, and then they wouldn't die, and I kept hitting the people with niggles the entire game, just wouldn't die. The loners were amazing. They didn't fail anything.
And I don't know what's going on with the elves in this particular playpool, but all of them are strengthed up.
Yeah. No, you look around, except the high wings are all like agility, everything, and
I play my high elves the way that elves should play. I don't go with the nasty kill team.
you do need, I found you do need one strength 4 high elf. I think you need one to help clear sidelines whenever you so you can send receivers downfield.
That's true.
At the very least, I think you need a dauntless guy, quick.
I mean, obscenity is is the team.
Yeah.
If obscenity goes, I'm screwed.
Yeah, Jim, that is Stuff giggling. Stuff is in the chat. He's in the box here with me.
Yeah.
Jim says someone step on a rat before Stuff scores in a game he's not even in. Ha! That's good. I think that was Jofro that said Pristine may have Switch envy.
Huh?
He said Jofro said poor Pristine, he may have Switch envy.
I mean, he's an important member of the team, and I decided that I wanted to try the 2 thrower because, to be fair, I would probably have a lineman instead of him. But
Right.
I really wanted to try the 2 thrower technique and see how that goes. And he's up to the job. I mean, he knew when I hired him that he would get punched once in a while, and he's up to the job. I mean, once that other thrower switch gets kick, then Grandiose is going to take his place on the line. But for now, kick is important, and I'm not going to put illegal on the line.
Right.
You know what? I agree with
That's
you,
my
Stu.
third
I like
blitzer.
to run 2 throwers. It doesn't matter which team I'm playing. I like to have
Another
a...
pitch
Oh,
of
the crowd runs through
Oh.
again. Where is security in this stadium? Awful. They come in.
Oh. This time it's only my team.
Yeah, this time Richie Rich gets punched. I think the in the home team, the home crowd is strong. They come in and they give Fisticuff a taste of his own medicine, and then they knock Richie Rich down because they didn't like him score in the first touchdown. So
So rude.
let's see how these elves are gonna respond. Joe Fro says it's because they want to get close to the future S15 champs. Everybody wants a piece of them.
I can see that. Not easy to be famous.
So it looks like the numbers are the same. No, they're not. Actually, you got your knockout back. So High Wings have the attrition or the numbers in their favor at this point. And see, this is smart. So ATX is going to put their scoring threats downrange right now before they start throwing more dice. You can't have a turnover with the assassin with a failed assassin stab. So he did the stab first because why not? Now he's put some people downfield, so in case something goes really wrong, Stu can't just throw everybody downfield and not worry that these guys don't have scoring threats.
Watch me.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
And Woodson's going to run over there to make sure that Daenerys Targaryen doesn't get abused.
Gotta protect the dragon lady.
Another boom on the line. DR Roloff is going to take a punch.
That was a journeyman, by the way. hired that journeyman.
Oh yeah, and so yeah, so you made them. Yeah, yep. I do that a lot too. Why not take it? They're gonna come with SPP, especially if it's an MVP, right? They take your MVP,
If
you
they
gotta
have
hire 'em.
MVP, there's a good chance they get hired.
Yep.
Because then it's a quick pass, level up, wrestle, or in business.
There you go. Pristine, not a blocker, so he is knocked to the ground. He can take a punch though, man. He's
Told
and
you,
Asia.
the guy knew what he was signing up for.
Asia was the bane of my existence last week. Again, this guy does just not. It's a guy, right? Just does not die. Does not die.
I'd have to ask my wife, to be fair, because she's
She
the one
named
that
him.
named him.
Right.
Or her.
How about he is just ambiguous? He is androgynous. You don't know. That's the fun of him. Of him, her. You can't assume his gender. You just assume my gender?
You don't tell me what gender I am.
Oh, double ones. See, I would have thought about. I would have considered not burning the reroll on that. It's turn 9, and there's nobody near the ball.
Want to know why? You wanted to blitz with his.
Oh, he hadn't
elf.
blitzed yet? Oh, he hadn't blitzed. Okay. Yeah, then you do.
He kept the blitz from his witch elf.
Right, because then she could dodge out. So he, yeah, makes sense. Because she is open now. Yep. I don't think he was going to really be able to protect her anyway.
Well, those guys are getting covered.
I mean, both of these guys have similar playstyles. Since I watch them play, like DM Double and Stu, they hang their. They don't protect key players that much. They just kind of like, hey, you know what? Hit them, and if they get hurt, I'll deal with it. Also, it also helps that they both have like multiple stat freak players anyway, so it's not like, you know what I mean? So if one goes down, it's not the end of the world. Kind of like Stuff and Junk, because a lot of people were, you lost 3 rats last week, and I look at your team, and it's still a pretty damn fucking good team. Still a dangerous team. For most people, they lose the kind of quality you lost last week. That means the team is done. Your team is not done. That's what's crazy.
I considered it, man. I considered it very highly. Even having my surviving gutter runner possibly join Blitz. But at the last minute, I reconsidered.
Yeah, because you look at your team. It's not, like you're just. You went from having an amazing team to like a still really good team. You still have a block rat ogre. You still have a one-turning monster with horns and all that fun stuff. A mighty blow storm vermin, if I remember right.
Yeah.
You still got some key players there.
Oh yeah. The Ratling shall survive. At least one more season.
Joe Farrell points out she did survive, so Stu definitely went after her. Yeah, you might as well not even bother. She is niggled, as I know Stu knows, and yet she survives. Stu sending people downfield, so there's threats on the ball. I'm not going to let him just sit back there. And now the Dark Elves are going to... this is interesting. This is... I'm getting the feeling there's going to be a... Yeah? There's going to be some dice thrown right now. Maybe. Probably.
Yes.
Oof. That is not what he wanted. That is, wow. There was a 1 in 9 chance of that not going great for him, and that 1 in 9 kicked in. Jeez, that's got to be really annoying. Just can't put the people down. that they need to put down. And wow, double skulls. The reroll didn't get burnt before, and that was triple skulls actually. 3 skulls in a row. Sick. Longthorns not having great luck.
Do you think we'll see him try to score this turn?
I mean, what's his other option? Leave the ball back there and let the diving tackle guy put his hands on him?
Not only the diving tackle, the tackle guy.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
There's not a lot of places he can go where Obscenity can get to him, so he's gonna have to throw it.
I mean, the one thing he could do is run to the 2-meter mark, like his own end, like right outside his own end zone, and then there's only one that can get to him, and it's the diving tackle illegal. I guess because he's got dodge built in with an Agi 5 guy, dodging out a diving tackle is still 67% with the reroll.
Oh yeah, no,
so
diving tackle doesn't do a lot, and he has leap. He can just leap.
Oh right, exactly. Yeah, you can just leap right out of there. Leap right out of there! So he's deciding right now, do I want to make the tough Agi 5 throw over the head of a catcher? Nope, and so he's going to run back. But this surprises me. So that surprises me.
Quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, one more step and he could have been out of the range of Obscenity, making it a 1-die hit block from illegal at best. No, actually, it would have been Obscenity would have had to go through a bunch of dodges to put the assist on him, and then the 2-die block would have come from illegal on a blodger with no tackle. Instead, now he's almost daring Obscenity to make the 67% dodge with the reroll into the 87% dodge with the reroll still possibly.
He's gonna do it.
I'm sure he's gonna do it. I mean, you know, that may have. It's really easy for me to count these squares without worrying about, you know, because time is a big factor, especially when you're running elves against elves, and sometimes you really just don't have the time to measure up the steps. He probably took it for granted that, you know, Obscenity's locked up and he's not going to be able to make that dodge, but so he's not playing against orcs. Yeah, he's not playing orcs.
Yeah.
This is coming.
Here too, you know, sometimes if you have a game where you're rolling a lot of ones, or you know, going for it always tends to be something I try to avoid.
Yep, there you go. Well, the dodge kicked in, and here comes the boom. Made both GFIs, no problem. Knock him back. Ooh, well, the scatter is as favorable as it's gonna get. Jofro in the stand saying, cannot keep the high winds down. Flying high! More shots says, we're going to make that a hashtag, not playing orcs. Jofro cheering for Obscenity. More shots calling for the leap TD.
Always leap, man. Always.
No, I wouldn't leap now. Well, yeah, actually, he's got tackle piece on him, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't bother with the leap right now, though. 1, 2, 3... Oof, this is a
diving tackle.
God damn, this is going to be tough for the Dark Elves, but will they be able to recover from this? VU putting himself away.
Yeah, looks like the High Elves got all the lanes covered.
Since you've been in the high spheres of Blood Bowl for a while, there was a glitch with Leap where when you were leaping, it gave you an automatic 2 GFIs when you were getting into the end of Leap.
I remember that.
Been fixed?
I don't know any. Yes. I don't remember. I thought it was.
It was fixed.
Okay.
It was?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So I am a little surprised that on Stu's end that he didn't take VU and put him in front of Ninja, because to me now there's only one play left for the Dark Elves. It's going to be to dodge Evil Knievel out, dodge him through over here, right about to that, you know, as far as he's going to get to here. So, let's get 7 movement. He's used 3 from being down. 4, 5, 6, 7. Passes it to Nendrir, and then Nendrir makes that 67% dodge with the reroll and everything to, oh, well, no. Doesn't even. Oh God!
Oh no!
Wow! Nuffle hates him. I guess he used up all his luck last week. Oh Lord, that is bad. He's gonna take the wrestle. Curious.
That is a strange move.
No, it's not strange. I know what he's gonna do. He opened up the way for his strength 4 blodger to go all the way to his other strength 4 blitzer and do a handoff.
No, but he didn't need to. Oh wait, it was strength 4. He had that anyway. No, I get the block. There you go. There's so he gets out of the diving tackle, no problem. Yeah, why he didn't just push instead of putting a tackle piece on some of your elves. Oh, he leaps out. He says, "Screw it." That was just that was like unnecessary. That was worse. That was worse chances of Lee. Why did he?
That makes the pass.
Is he just showing off now? Oh, and the failed catch. That's a big deal. Reroll's already been used. And things are, yeah, more shots says hashtag style points. Doesn't really affect anything other than he made a 67 instead of an 83 and he didn't fail. So whatever, but whew. This is ATX just not catching many breaks. And we could be seeing the high wings go up 3-1 at the end of this turn. Switch is going to run right in there as if there's not a tackle zone on the ball.
I don't know. We may see Fisticuff take that tackle zone off.
No, Switch doesn't care about tackle zones.
Stu, I know Stu well enough to know he was looking where he could get his extra punch in before he scored the touchdown. And then figured there's no place that's worth risking it. Ooh. Almost failed the dodge. Easy pass, easy catch. And what's Obscenity going to do? He's going to score right away? Or is Stu now looking to play punch face?
That guy has strip ball.
Just lining up his best target.
And Joe Farrow back in the chat saying, "Woohoo! Ale ale high wings!" Wow, more shots at Switch. That's that cool. That's that movie where the cool high elf teaches the sad dark elf how to get a pretty girl. I thought that was the Little Dicky video where he switches bodies with Chris Brown. No,
I love Little Dicky. He's so
great.
Awesome.
He's great.
Like I discovered that guy because of that song at one point on YouTube, and then I went through like probably 15 songs in a row of that guy.
Dude, that job interview song is legit. That was his first. That was his first hit.
I'm kind of tempted to do this.
Oh, he is gonna do it! Wow, that's a dick move, but it's kind of a dick move.
They are high
not
elves,
really.
man.
I
What
mean,
do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, not on Stu's part. I'm saying on the player's part. It just came up and fucking smacked. He had an open touchdown instead of smacking him. I totally see why it makes sense to do that, but it is a. It's just like. It's like he backsmacked him. Jim Sardonic said Will Smith looks great as a elf in that movie. Oh, Will Smith. Yeah, Will Smith looks great as a No, it's definitely wise, Jofer. I don't mean like, you know, I don't mean it in a Thunden accusatory dick way. It's just kind of like a, like, man, you're an asshole, like in like a cool way. Uh-oh. But is that going to piss the Dark Elves off enough now? Money seems to be changing hands.
I mean, I don't know how he plays, but if I was in his position... Well, doesn't he live close to Preach with his kill box win?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the assassin has been largely ineffective today, except for the one time he stunned somebody with his flesh blade. Blood Bowl after dark. Oh God! How many of those can you? Yuck! Yuck!
Told you, man.
You
Pristine.
cannot win when it's like that. Jesus. Yuck. That is gross. The number of double ones he's had this game has been insane. 3 double skulls. He's had a bunch of sequences where there were more than one in a row. It's yuck.
Come on, get rid of her now. You can do it. Okay.
So, Stuff, you could learn something from DM, okay? This is how you roll dice. Just remember that.
Yes! Finally got her out.
Oh!
Well, she's fine.
Yeah.
Is he going to keep her out? Yeah, he's going to use
Yes.
the apple. He doesn't want her to miss the next game. And the apple's going to come up and massage her, whatever leg, her back, whatever was ailing her. And she will be back next game. He needs her.
That definitely wasn't CPR.
Yeah, I think the Apo copped a feel in there somewhere. He's going to get Me Too'd, definitely. That Apo's going to get Me Too'd. That's the thing, though. Stu positioned his players downfield far enough that getting to the ball in these circumstances is tough. And now he's going to put people in front of the potential receivers. Or behind it in front of them. Yeah. It doesn't matter because, you know, I'd be surprised if the Longthorns pick up the ball. What the hell? Oh wow! Just, you know, it's gotta be it's extremely frustrating to watch, to roll all the ones that DM doubles rolled and then watch somebody just do that. A bunch of GFIs, a bunch of dodges, like all these dice rolled, nothing fails. So the Longthorns had some great luck last week, but the dice have, I mean, it's back to the usual stuff that they've experienced all season this game. Sure, Nuffle said you can't be happy for too long. Here comes the stab. Uh-oh, that's going to pierce armor, and Obscenity gets knocked out.
That's what I was scared of.
Big removal.
Yeah, but if the Dark Elves don't score immediately, it may be too little too late.
I don't like their chances.
Yeah.
Oh, age 5 is good. 2+ pickup, then he can 2+ sleep out. Throw it to probably the strength 4 blodge tackle piece.
Right.
2+ catch. Then he can run it to someone.
Yeah, he doesn't have many options for, that's the problem.
Oh, see? You don't even need to
Ooh,
sleep.
that's ballsy. Ballsy.
Now he has to do the pass to that guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now here's the question: Can that guy get to the handoff to somebody? No, it'd be a loner.
You can only get to the loner, and it's
Um,
2 guys on the loner, plus a diving tackle, so he ain't getting out.
has he used his blitz already? He did use his blitz. It's weird. What? If he hadn't used his blitz, he could have just improved his chances and taken a good chance.
But he's in a kind of safe spot. I mean, I will never get a 1 die on that guy. I don't have my strength anymore. I don't have no guard, so
That's probably what
never
he's
gonna
thinking
get a
right
1
now,
die
too.
where he is.
Yeah, but you do have a stripper somewhere, I think.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be a 2 red die. Unless... Can I?
Oh, he's doing a 1 die? Huh. That is ballsy as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I've saw from DM Double, he's not afraid of doing those things.
What is he?
We're gonna see the loner score?
He's gonna...
He's trying it.
I don't... Why didn't he bring the guard guy over, though, to do that?
He didn't see the diving tackle. He didn't see the diving tackle.
Oh.
But why didn't he bring the guard guy over for the double block on the... I don't know. Like he's got that. He has Woodson right there who could have run over and put a tackle zone on both your diving tackle guy on illegal and on the catcher. The Witch Elf would have had two die blocks on Richie Rich. Instead, this is I don't know why he did it that way.
I think it was time, man.
Yeah, he probably just ran out of it. Yeah. Ugh, that's just it's tough. It's really tough. It is tough, and it's really like when the dice have been like messing you up like this, and then giving your opponent basically 2 turns in a row to position wherever they want. 2 minutes goes by real fast.
Shit, gets in your head, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's definitely. I'm definitely not blaming him at all. I've made very similar moves under pressure when those stuff was nasty like that. Plus, I started getting that timer glitch showing up on me lately too, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
That's fine. HE6 is magic.
Yeah, it is. Do whatever they want. I mean, there were no tackle zones on that even though, were there?
No.
Yeah. But now you can make that pass wherever you want.
Can he get to me? Yes. So, it's just one.
There you go, VU, making it 4-1.
I don't think there's enough riots left to.
The crazy thing is,
come back.
yeah, the crazy thing is that like the Longthorns have done the same exact play every turn since like turn 1 on offense, right? And it worked like magic, or not turn 1 because they didn't receive first, I don't think, but it worked like magic right away. Stu didn't even try to defend it. That little sideline throw, whatever. It may have normally worked, but every time it's been shut down by something. Double ones, like turnover, like whatever. It just keeps getting shut down. And it's not even like Stu's like just killing the play because he throws players over there like before he can set up. He's just never able to set it up all the way. It's the same play. He runs the Witch Elf over there, up the left sideline. And he's going to move Woodson right to her left. Same one. And Stu's not even trying to defend it. The thing that's it's like his team is self-sabotaging. And then Stu's like, well, I mean, if I'm going to get 2 free turns, I'm going to throw people on over there. Like, I'm not going to not defend it at this point, but This is gross. They can't catch a break at all. I kind of thought this game was going in a different direction when the apple got used early on soaked up mute guy, and it has not gone in the direction I thought it would.
Telling you, his witch elf is coming. She's bloodthirsty.
Oh, I'm sure. But will the double skulls be back?
I don't want to be a dick, but I hope so. I mean, first punch she did in the game, she killed the guy.
Yeah. Who's he going for here?
Fisticuff, I guess.
Wait, why is she gonna?
Oh,
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't. So I'm surprised he didn't. He's gonna frenzy trap himself.
he's good.
Okay.
He was, but okay. Kicker is fine.
Man, the High Wings have really gotten pretty lucky with the attrition this game.
I mean,
It's like those hits have been nothing but stuns. When he's not double sculling, he's stunning.
oh jeez.
Wow!
Oh man.
Just.
I must admit, I'm starting to feel bad for him.
I mean, at this point, though, it's like, you know, at this point, if I'm him at this point, and all this crap has happened early in the game, I'm like, you know what, Nuffle, don't start giving me sixes now. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see my dice log at the end show that the dice weren't that bad. You know what I mean? Don't give me those meaningless sixes and fives at the end of the game. So then my dice log's like, oh no, your dice were fine. This is gross. And then all the catchers lining up. Yuck. Yuck. Stu just daring them to pass. Like, I'm down for some interceptions. Desperado, staying on his feet desperately. There's a wall. This is a wall. This is a wall Donald Trump would be proud of. You can't even poke a hole in this wall. It's reinforced. Or I'm sorry, Archibald Drumpf would be proud of it. It's just disgusting.
Usually I would have used a lightning bolt at that point.
Yeah. You left him some options, though.
Yeah. I mean, he can pick up the ball, run all the way to the side, do 1-2 GFIs, or he can leap over, then dodge out. That work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, no, 8, 9, he would be in a tackle zone. No bueno. Oh, but he could, yeah, he's going to have to do 2 GFIs to not be in range for an interception unless he pokes a hole.
Hey, go up the right. Yeah, so that's what I thought he was going to do. I would have, not like that, though. I think I would have, I don't know. I thought he had some different options. Why
Yeah,
go
if
for
he goes
him?
on
He
that
could have
side,
he could have knocked Richie Rich out.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have blitzed
He's got
Richie
a
Rich
nice-
with Kendra, right? He could have used these two strength 4 guys to knock these players out right here. And then, I mean, since he's out of rerolls anyway, it doesn't matter if he's using loners. I mean, he could pass to this loner, hand it off to this one, and touchdown.
I mean, at this point, he might as well just throw the pass to Desperado, and then Desperado runs it to someone. I think that's probably going to be one of his best plays.
This is
That
disgusting.
would be the play
Why
I
did he
think.
choose that?
Because he probably wants that guy down.
Well, I mean, but he had a frenzy. Okay, I guess so. He took it because he's just like, screw it, I'm going to make this long pass. But, yuck.
Like, he's not getting a hit on, but he's putting the guy down, and that's probably what he wants.
Ugh. Now he's going to do this. He's ran out of time.
No.
No, this is, yeah.
Okay, pass. Pass fails. He's getting nothing, man.
This is, I mean, again, you might as well get them all out now. Get them all out now.
Yeah, I guess. You're right.
I don't, this might be the worst. I haven't seen this many ones. They're not even just coming at key moments. It's like he's getting pissed on the entire game.
Shit.
That's
Key moments, it's
disgusting.
just always nothing you
Yep.
can do, man.
Ugh.
Okay, I'll take the push.
Oh man, look, Stu's getting diced, man. Look at that. Couldn't even knock somebody down.
No, this is
Gross.
so disgusting. What did I do
Nuffle's
to
such a
Nuffle?
son of a bitch, right?
Oh, we're friends. Okay. I don't think this is the play I would ever do normally. But, I mean, with a 4-1 with 1 turn left, I think I'm allowed to do some stupid stuff.
So I'm actually surprised that you didn't take soaped up mute guy and run him downfield and let Richie pass to him. But I guess you'd rather want Richie to take the touchdown, huh?
Yep.
That's fine. Because the statistically better play, obviously, is soaped up mute guy. Wow, you're just farming SPP at that point. But you block. Did you block yourself? No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh, Nuffle! Such an
Ah, what a jerk. He made you spend a reroll. What a bastard he is. Neither one of these guys used their bribe at all.
We still got a turn left.
Yeah, but at this point, I don't see that happening in turn 16.
No, I don't think so.
There's like no real reason for him. I mean, technically there's a reason for the guy in the top of T16 to drop a foul, but then you're asking for the T16 bottom of T16 foul. Stu's not even trying to defend against the one turn here. He's just putting his guys out of range.
Yeah, if he wants to 1 turn, he can do it. I don't care. I'm even gonna be nice. I'm gonna give it to him.
I mean, you didn't exactly give it to him. There's still guys that... Oh,
Yeah,
now
but
he
I'm
gets a
not
high
putting it
kick.
down. I'm putting it in a good position where he could do his magic if he wants to. Or if he can.
He's not set up for it.
Nope. He's just gonna take the punches.
Plus, after the luck he's been getting, I don't even know if he's going to hit you at this point.
I would. Might as well get the little bit of SPP he can if he can.
Yeah, true.
Now you take all the hits you want. Oh, he ain't even taking them?
Yeah.
Well, GG,
Grabbing
DM
the
double.
SPP.
Am I gonna take a hit? Am I a douche?
Are you really considering it? Wow.
I want him to listen to this and be like, "Oh, such asshole." Was thinking about it. Those French Canadians are really mean.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to hate you on turn 16. It's like, well, I am. Thanks for leaving all those guys in contact. Jeez. I don't even want to look at that stupid dice log. That's the dice log for this game is terrible anyway. We've already talked about that. Damn, look at all the SPP. Stu went on a Toys R Us shopping spree of SPP. It's gross.
I had a similar game earlier
Going out of
against
business
the
sale,
UNT.
man.
I'm actually surprised that ATX has all the SPP that they have.
Well, he got a score, so that's 3. He made a couple of passes, and he did get an injury.
Right. Yeah. It looked like a complete annihilation. That was gross. So I don't know. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Another big victory for the High Wings, and with this victory, the High Wings go to 4 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss, and the Rattlings, in order to maintain their top of the play pool, need to beat the Necromantics. A draw is not going to do it. So, and that game is up next.
Good, but
Yeah, okay. You guys still got a good team, and I'm not sleeping on them. And I only have 1 wolf, so I don't want to hear it.
Did you lose a wolf?
Last week, yeah, to this team, to the ATX Longhorns. Yep. Oh, Blue Max says he could twitch our game. Perfect. Joe Fro says, "Go Necromantics." All right.
I might jump in with him.
Oh, nice, good stuff. So actually, why don't I just invite Blue Max to this party? We'll keep him in the party. Yeah. No, Blue Max, not DM Double. So yeah, Blue Max said he's gonna join. Let's see, he's gonna twitch this game or our game. So I'll stop my broadcast, and then Blue Max can join our party, and then he can twitch from there. All right, thank you all for joining. This has been another MML Pro game. This is week 5. High Wings of Hope ending it. What was it? 5-1, 4-1, 5-1, right?
5-1.
5-1 over the ATX Longthorns, and next up, High Wings of Hope. Next up, Repulsive Rattlings will visit the Hopeless Necromantics. And Blue Max just joined us, and that's again his Twitch is Blue6 Max, right? Same. That's your Twitch, the same as your handle.
Just 1X.
Okay, so Blue6 Max with just 1X. Thanks all for joining, and we're out.